That's all you got right there?
Nah,
Go
I'm just taking what you giving me.
Tight. Pause.
Oh my goodness.
That was crazy.
Why y'all?
That's just cause I'm plugged. That's just cause I'm plugged. Yeah. Plugged in. I know how to do it. We got to skrill up with that boy. I've been in this way before a rap song. Kicking it, don't ever get the facts wrong. Mic check, level right, pack strong. Talking like I got a couple stacks on me. That's just cause I'm plugged. I'm plugged. That's just cause I'm plugged. I'm plugged. Baby, that's just cause I'm plugged. I'm plugged in. Just keep winning, tell them tap in when the buzz in.
All right, so welcome to another episode of Plugged In. Joining us today, I'll be player one. We got some guests here. My boy Terrence, MJ, and Isaiah. Player two, I'm gonna be an 8th grade phenom, so he say, YouTube famous, Mansfield native, 13U national champ. Right? I miss anything? Jae White. Now again, before we get started, tell a little bit about who Jae White is.
I'm Jae White, as y'all know. I'm a student athlete. Playing football a long time. Famous on all platforms, but that don't really define me.
Even iTunes? Even iTunes?
Stop it. Yeah, I work hard on and off the field just to get my mom out of where she at right now.
What does that mean?
It means
Get my mom out.
get her a bigger house,
Stop rocking, baby.
7 bedrooms ain't enough.
And even if, like, I know some people think that football is like only way, but even if I don't make that, I'm still gonna be successful.
Okay. It is a great way to live, though. So, you say outside of football, is it anything that you like? Because I know you're going into high school next year. Do they have like programs? Like I think North Crowley has barber school, chef, culinary, all that stuff. CT. Do y'all have any of that at the school you going to? Or are you interested in any of that, should I say?
Nah, but like, are you including like what I want to be when I grow up too?
Yeah, just outside of football.
Oh, they ain't got no clubs, but like anything with real estate.
Real estate.
Or like law, like being a lawyer. I'd do that.
Yeah, because I think one of my older kids, Brock Lacey, he does culinary, which is like chef.
Brock Cook?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell him whoop me up home.
So, when did you start playing football? What age?
I started at 4. I didn't really take it serious. I played other sports, but I didn't really take football serious till next year I got to the Bills. And when I turned 5, it was just all gas from there.
All gas from there. So how many, I guess, league championships have you won?
You trying to be funny?
I'm not trying to be I'm asking, man. That's a real question.
I got 2.
You got 2? What years?
My first year of tackle football, what year was that? 2019? Yeah, 2019.
She was on 8U?
No, it was like,
Had to be 7.
it was 7U and 8U, but we was combined.
So it's traditional.
Oh, yeah,
that's when y'all were in what is the league? Monica League.
TYSL.
Yeah, TEYSL.
Yeah, TEYSL.
Okay. Oh, so that was your down year.
Yeah,
I was
pretty
playing
much.
against,
But I had.
Y'all was playing against Mayberry and them with the Cougars then, right?
Yeah, we blew them out. It was bad. Terrible.
And so you won your bottom year 8U. You said you won one more time.
Yeah, 13U.
13U.
My first year of tackle, my last year of U tackle.
Well, that ain't a bad way to come in. You do the same thing in high school, isn't it?
Pause.
This guy.
Hey, winning coming in, losing coming out. I mean, winning coming out.
You can't.
Hey.
Why can't you?
You was
shut
on the
up.
team.
I know. I
I don't know why you don't.
You was
It's
on
a
the
national
team.
championship.
We got the trophy.
We got
It's in here.
it's
a little bit.
somewhere. I know I got the ring here.
No, Joe got the trophy.
Yeah, I got the ring. The ring right there.
Yeah,
I'm trying to figure out why you don't. So let's speak on that a little bit. MJ. Why you don't count the national championship?
It was like no comp. Like it was no.
Nah, we was finna play
Hold-
some
time out,
comp.
time out.
They look
First off,
saved
hold
us.
on. Let me say this though. I would count this in as you don't have one,
What?
a national championship besides that one.
I don't count that. Like
You don't have one besides that one, so why
Why
would
don't you
that?
count it? Exactly.
You don't have one.
cause it was like no big. Like it wasn't like as a.
I kind of get what he's saying.
I get what
'Cause
he's
if we
saying.
would have went to Florida
I-
and won
I,
that, that would have
get
been
what
like,
I get what he's saying,
big.
but
If I
but
was
remember
for battle,
when
I
we
would
was on
count
13U with Kobe and them,
oh yeah.
So you
bro,
only count
we
that.
beat everybody 40-0 in that Florida. So like
So
Even in the championship, the kids was like
they quit,
midgets.
literally quit.
I would count like battle. Like.
Here we go.
Like,
You
We'll
was,
get to
you
that.
would never win that. Stop it.
he went though. They were
You-
fine there.
Whenever you wasn't hurt
Wait,
that year,
TCU?
You would've won.
Nah,
I
he
mean,
was with SED.
You ever played
SED,
SED?
and they got beat. And if they would have went to the championship, they got to blew out. See, it's a difference. It's a difference.
Oh,
When they
which one
played
did you
Trey
beat?
Man,
We had a
when they played Trey Man, they got beat. If they would have went to the championship, they would have got blew out.
whole team.
Like Trey Man did.
Our whole team was hurt.
So what? Oh, you didn't play with them on Team U. That's right.
Nah, MJ hopped around.
Team Hopper.
Oh yeah.
Back to you, Jay. So, what are some of your hobbies? Outside of football.
Dressing
like-
nice.
Yeah. Dressing nice, playing the game, sleeping whenever I get a chance. Working out.
What you mean by whenever I get a chance?
Okay, you see, you make it seem like I don't get no sleep. I do.
That's what you.
I do, but like whenever like
Whenever
when
you go out.
when I'm done working out or I'm like it's my rest day. When I'm done working out or it's my rest day, I get to like
'Cause y'all
sleep
gotta-
or recover or rest.
Because y'all got a rule in your house about, like, especially in the summer, right? That y'all have a rule that y'all can't sleep past a certain time.
Well, it's not necessarily a rule, but it's like, you got to get up at some point. You can't sleep all day around the house.
Early
Like,
bird get the
if you-
worm.
Like
huh?
if you wanna, exactly.
Okay. So what is if we finna play a football game, you finna go out there and get some work in. What's your pregame song that you like to play?
I Did It by OT7 Kwani and YTB Fat.
Now explain to me how OT7 Kwani. Who was that?
A rapper. I don't know where he from, but I think he from Philly, but
And so y'all say he ain't got nothing to do with OT7. That's
He
a
got a
coincidence.
basketball team.
no, he ain't got nothing to do with OT7. It's just his name.
All right, man. So let's get into this gameplay. I'm 2-0 as of right now, just so you know. What is that? We ain't talking about yours, cause we ain't do you. So calm down, my boy.
Hey, you can talk, right?
Yeah. Yo, really top possible. I play if I beat them by like 30, 40 something.
Why you picking Georgia, man? Let's talk about it.
And then you gonna move stadium. You nice. You so kind.
I mean, that's like that's,
You went to a
that's-
neutral
that's
site?
cheating. Like people,
Nah, if you at least go to a bowl, bro.
nah.
Bro, we finna play in Houston, that little stadium.
What's bigger?
Then Houston?
There is no. Well, no, I know it's some stuff bigger, but like
Like,
there ain't no
what?
bowls in here.
There, you can go to a bowl on
well,
there.
I didn't-
You
I
can
didn't-
change
I
the
didn't
stadium
see a
to a bowl
bowl.
game.
So what's making you pick Georgia? You like Georgia or what?
They cool, but I don't like them because they. I don't really like them because they beat my team.
So-
which is Texas. Texas is my
So why
college.
would you pick Texas?
Cause I don't like.
Well, see, it's
I don't
working
know.
out then because we had a kid. We had Galen was going to Washington State. I beat him with Washington State.
Right? Huh?
Jimmy was going to North Texas. Is at North Texas. I beat him with North Texas. And you said Texas is your school.
So basically,
Wow.
As it was working out, I mean,
he basically said he's finna beat you with your team.
Right.
3-0.
So Jay, tell everybody like what position you play and like things like that.
No, I can play everything, but I mostly play receiver and I play corner.
So who's like a person you look up to, like your favorite player?
Well, a player that inspired me to play football was Odell. Like that's why I even dyed my hair blonde.
I was just gonna say why you hear that.
Yeah, but yeah, we was I was like in the living room. This was I was like 4. I was in the living room. I used to throw the ball up to myself, catch it with one hand, and I used to like sweat my mama about Odell, like just tell her about stuff she didn't even want to hear.
These niggas, bro.
And then I dyed my hair like him. Now I wanted to play receiver like him. I wanted my hair to be exactly like his.
Yeah, I sent you that boy.
Oh,
So you,
he had it.
with your favorite player being Odell, I've seen you play defense mostly. So what's the reason for that? Like, do you
Well,
like the defense mostly? Is it just what you've been?
nah, I
needing
really.
more?
No, nobody would be like you.
I mean, everybody want to be like Big Bro.
Yeah, Well, I really defense. You know, I can, like I said, I can play both sides, but defense was pretty much my passion. Like back then, but what changed now is like I just been working on all my receiver stuff, and I ain't really been working on my DB skills. But now I try to work on both, just in case like if I really don't get a chance at receiver, then I already know how to play one position. I know how to play DB too, so that wouldn't be no struggle for me. And also, I used to love defense, but then, boy,
You say you used
take
to?
it forever.
Yeah, I was over there
Why-
doing something, man.
Why you looking at his screen,
My
man?
bad. No, it's this. Like it just counting down.
I mean, yeah, if you want to get delayed game, get delayed game.
But yeah, I used to love defense because
So you and your brother pretty much gonna go to the same high school, huh?
yeah, I'm gonna be better though.
You gonna be better.
You gonna see. He got
Well, see,
his
I
all-
think that's so. Coming in as a freshman, do you think you're gonna play any varsity, or you think you gonna be on JV? What do you think you're gonna see?
Well, it just depend on how hard I work.
Bro is running quarterback power. Quinn Ewers.
It depends on how hard I work. Because right now, I believe I can make varsity, but
Offensive
like,
defense.
I'm a anywhere. I'm gonna keep it real with myself. I don't be working towards varsity. I only work to beat people in freshman, which is good but bad. Like I gotta be there. I gotta be able to beat everybody.
Yeah, that's.
And I'm not saying like other people say that about me too, but I'm saying like about myself. Like I don't think I'm there yet. But when I get there, see, I should be ready about my sophomore year, especially if I get some height.
Well, that's one of the things that we talked about with
MJ, be quiet. You
with
know,
that with the 8th grade team we got now with Chaos is just don't play like I always tell MJ and Braylon, don't play like you playing against 8th graders. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the stuff you can get away with 8th graders you can't get away with on varsity. You see like that right there, you couldn't get away with that on a better NCAA player.
Right. Boy, you funny. You hilarious.
So have you and your Isaiah, what are you, sophomore now?
Yeah, going to junior year.
So y'all probably have never played together then, have y'all, outside of
We played one 7-on-7 tournament together. And we
Yeah, that's when I was like, they had like a late thing, so I got to play with them like one time.
so what's it like playing with your brother?
Yeah.
Well,
He's smart, so like.
Golly, this controller is
He
weird.
try to tell him something, he'll try to like outthink you.
Yeah.
But sometimes he might be right.
But most of the time I'll be wrong. Cause like I
don't
think,
believe himself.
cause whenever I'm on the field, I try to be the smartest, not like the best, which is good but bad. Like sometimes you gotta like like sometimes you gotta play football. Like it don't matter how smart you is. Like along your journey, people gonna teach you stuff. You can learn from anybody, but don't ever try to be smart. Be the best.
Now I've seen a little bit of it. You know, you come out on defense and you say, hey man, they finna do this or they finna try this. So I seen a little bit of the overthinking a little bit sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I can kind of understand what you mean there. So how do you feel about playing with your brother? You know, as he's an older kid.
Oh, you said what?
How does it feel for you to play with your brother, with your older brother?
I mean, it'll be a blessing. I mean, me and two brothers back on the same field, on the same team. Whoa. I ain't trying for real.
I ain't trying for real.
Nah.
You said just don't.
Hey, he had to do the thing, you know, the meme where he had to sit up.
Yeah. Oh, that's pig, my boy.
Bro, his deep. All right, let me go and punt it.
Yeah, you waiting too long. You got all these deep routes.
So I know you said the YouTube, famous on our platforms thing. Do you feel like that's a difference maker in playing football? Like the who's hot, who's getting looked at, kids getting offers in the 8th grade, maybe. You feel like any of that matters going into high school?
Well, the political part of it, nah. Cause like at the end of the day, you can say what you did, but it's always somebody that's gonna be out there better. And if you can't beat that man in front of you, then they ain't gonna pick you.
Facts.
So even Isaiah, you feel the same way?
Yeah, like most times, like somebody have a big name, but they don't really be. I wouldn't say they don't be that good to me.
Whoa,
Cause
that's a pig.
they'll overhype them, but then they get in front of somebody else that's overhyped, and they won't be as good because they look on highlights and stuff like that.
Kind of same thing, you know, Galen and Jimmy said. You know, there's a lot of kids out there that are ranked 4 and 5 stars that, really shouldn't be.
Yeah.
You know?
I would say most of those kids is because of their program.
Yeah.
To me,
Who they go to?
and like who pushed them out there. Cause I done guarded a couple 4 and 5 stars that just wasn't that good to me.
It just wasn't 4 and 5 stars. So you got it a 3-star this year.
Yeah.
And Quentin Gibson.
Yeah.
Did you ever had to guard him 1-on-1?
It was one situation and he got overthrown.
You was happy.
You did the. We got it. You did the incomplete too. Yeah, strapped up.
On the play, he had ran like a in and a up, and then we was like toe to toe, and I fell. So then when I seen the ball got overthrown, I was like,
Woo! You said, "Woo! Thank God."
yeah, like I think what colleges was there? It was like A&M was there. It was a couple schools out there.
Yeah.
So speaking of schools, don't you have a few offers?
Yeah, I got Baylor, Houston, UNT, Sacramento State, and Oregon State.
Okay. And you say you're gonna be a junior next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, dog. Like,
That's a good run.
everybody blitzing.
That's a
different.
great run. You don't think so?
Nah, that was a terrible
Well,
run.
I even competed with a 3-star every day in practice too, though.
Yeah.
Jacoby. So I got better with that too.
Well, you also had not just Jacoby, don't you? Is Zion what 4-star right there?
Yeah, but he ain't really go in the slot like that in practice.
Oh, gotcha.
So who you going into, I guess, high school? Do you have any favorite high school or college players, Jay?
Like people I like.
Yeah, so like MJ, he's a Duncanville. You know, anybody at Duncanville, he a fan.
I just go there.
Well,
So do you have any high school kids that like you look up to, that, or any college kids that you look up to? Everybody has NFL players, of course.
Only person I say is him, pretty much.
Who was that?
My brother.
Okay.
I don't look up to nobody else.
Oh.
You look up to that.
Ain't
right
no
there.
way.
Oh, I thought he caught it.
He did.
Oh, he caught that? You can challenge that, you know.
That's exact.
Oh,
my
you can't.
God.
Golly.
18 seconds left.
Nah, he can challenge it still.
Nah, he can't.
No, I'm saying not because of 18
There's
seconds.
no way.
It's just,
So when you say you look up to your brother, is it that you want to be as good as your brother? You want to be as better than him? I mean,
It's better, cause he got everything pretty much.
the
Well,
offers,
I ain't
everything
saying.
like offers or what?
Well, when you think about offers, you gotta think about like programs and stuff. Like he got offers based off of himself, not really his program. Well, he got a couple of his program now, cause he went to the school he went to.
And that's Mansfield High.
Yeah,
Right.
but there was really one coach that cared about him up there, and you know if you ball, you gonna get offers. Well, they gonna look for you regardless.
Hey, as Dion would say, if you ball, you get the call.
Yeah, they gonna find you like anywhere, cause if I'm a college recruiter, I ain't going to Mansfield at all, unless I got a reason.
Hey, you be surprised, man. So like I said, you be surprised some kids that came out of Mansfield, bro.
You'd be surprised at some kids that come out of small
Small schools, bro.
It just happens. But that was kind of one of the conversations we had the other day, just talking about kids not knowing colleges, not knowing the smaller colleges like a UIW, Boston College. Like people only know the SEC schools, the Pac-10, the big name schools.
Mm-hmm.
So being in the 8th grade, how would you feel, you know, being a senior and you only have D2 or D3 schools offer you?
Well, like me as an 8th grade, the main goal is to go D1, but you can't look at it like that because you can hop on a D2 school, then transfer to D1. Like the goal is to go to college for free. That's all.
6 months.
Yep.
It's all you.
And that's a good
That's all you
mindset to
gotta do.
have. So that's one thing like we try to convey to the listeners and everybody that's viewing this is, you know, just because you don't go D1 doesn't mean it's a failure.
Yeah.
You know, even if you go D1 AA, you know, they still paying money in D1 AA. You know, they
Thanks.
still, you know, giving money out and stuff. So just because you don't go D1 doesn't mean, you know, it's the end of the world. You know, the main goal is to get education, you know.
Yeah, even when you talk about quarterbacks, like you look at a Cam Newton. Cam Newton went to Florida, then he went to Blinn.
And
Which-
considered one of the greatest college quarterbacks ever.
Really?
You gotta do some blitz, man.
I'm gonna give you a little
do
word of
something.
advice, bro. He's blitzing everybody. You dropping back, trying to throw the ball deep. Like it's not
What
gonna
you-
work.
I'm trying to.
You gotta
throw
throw
the
short
ball.
routes, bro.
You gotta hold somebody in the block. So
Yeah.
I say you trying to be the smartest one in the room.
R1, you missed him, but it's cool.
Oh, shit.
Oh, moused him.
Oh my God. I couldn't even turn around though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't turn around. That's my fault. So on the day-to-day, who motivates you to play football, or what motivates you to play football to keep going?
No, my dad motivated me, but like I motivate myself too, cause you gotta want it for yourself. You can't. Like, nobody else can want it for you, but like my dad does. He
Good
like
Lord.
every day, he pushed me to keep going. He pushed me to do what I need to do in school, in sports. Cause you know a lot of people, they don't got nobody really to guide them. So him guiding me is just a blessing, and I gotta listen to him.
So being that you coming from the Bills, y'all were majority in Texas sports, I guess, since you've been playing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see a difference now that you're in 8th grade between kids that didn't play in Texas sports or kids that didn't play select football versus kids that never played?
What you mean by that?
So like as a kid, you played since you was 5. Is there any kids at your school that never played football before until they got there?
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of them, cause of the culture of the school. Like nobody in my school, they don't really play football, and plus the coaches, they don't really teach nothing either. They just like if you good, you fast, they just gonna give you the ball and let you run.
Yeah.
sound like AU Pee Wee.
Nah, it's literally.
So you say you got more out of playing 13U than you did
That's exactly what I'm saying.
playing in middle school. Is that all middle schools, you think?
Nah, definitely not all middle schools. Some coaches, they know what they doing. You know, some people, like some coaches, they try to set you up to where like they want you to be great, and like if you know what you're doing, you're just gonna be great. But some coaches, they try to set you up for failure, and
What you
that's
mean
the
by
type of
that right
coaches. Well, they don't teach you nothing. Like some kids, they think the kids in my school, they think they learning something from the coaches. They ain't learned nothing but how to lift the weight. That's all they learned. I don't even know if they learned that for real.
So back on the motivational thing, like, so when I ask what motivates you, I'm not meaning like like your dad getting up and telling you, hey, go work out. I mean like kind of like what you said about getting your mom, which is crazy to me, in a better situation. Like, is it something like that motivates you to keep playing?
Yeah, cause you know if you start a journey, you gotta finish it. I mean, if you say this what you want, and if you want to go big, you gotta go and go big.
Yeah.
So like, do you could continue to play because you love the game, football? That's why you continue to play because you love the game, football.
Yeah.
You get older though, you can't really love the game no more. You gotta just be loyal to it at that point.
Yeah, because sometimes it's not gonna love you back.
Yeah.
Kind of expound on that a little bit, Isaiah. What do you mean by that? When you say you gotta be loyal to it?
Like, you gotta do what's right for your body. You gotta get up on time. You gotta go to bed at a certain time. You gotta eat right. So you really gotta help yourself to where you can produce at your best in the game and stuff like that.
I feel like that's something that the younger kids or people that just don't have a lot of knowledge about it take serious. And that was kind of one of the things that even with my little brother, I always go over, like, man, you gotta be out here. You know, I can't make you get up every day. I can't make you go work.
Yeah.
Because once you're in college, you by yourself. And so and mom and dad ain't there to knock on your door, tell you, hey man, get up. It's 12 o'clock.
You either want it or you don't.
Either you want it or you don't.
And the thing is, it's okay. You know, it's okay if you if you just want to go through the motions. You know, that's fine. You know, but like you say, if you want to be great, you gotta take that extra step. You gotta like I said, do it. Yeah, sacrifice. That's my biggest thing when I tell younger kids, because like I said, me and Alex, we played in college, so we kind of understand how it's gonna go, and we try to prepare y'all for that. And we try to say, hey man, that ain't gonna, oh my Lord, that ain't gonna fly. You know, like this what you doing, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to say that because I know as a kid, y'all age, I wasn't trying to hear that. Like I didn't listen to that stuff. Like, but
it's
now
different now too though, because they got social media,
right?
So they can go YouTube some clips
Day in the life,
what to do, how I'm supposed to train. We couldn't do none of that.
Yeah.
We had to get it out the mud for everything we did. We out there doing workouts that don't even make sense.
Not at all.
Like what?
Catching bricks.
Yeah.
Nah, just dumb stuff though. Like how y'all play 7-on-7 now? We played.
Oh my
It wasn't
goodness.
as big.
It wasn't as big.
7-on-7 had literally
wasn't-
just started taking off when we
Traveling
were
for 7-on-7 is a no.
I
We
think
wasn't doing that at all.
I think we did 7-on-7 just straight school. Like that was it. Like you did it for your school against other schools. That was 7-on-7.
I think we played against like 6 or 7 schools at Nolan Catholic.
Yeah.
My senior and junior
That was
year.
7-on-7 for us. We didn't have like OT7 and Pylon. Matter of fact, what's crazy is fun fact, the dude that started Pylon, his son went to Timberview.
Wow.
They went. I remember when they were talking about it.
Are you went to Timberview too?
Nah, I ain't got no Timberview.
Nah, he
He
was even worse. Where you going?
He always trying to get Timberview shout out for some crazy reason. I went to Everman.
Boy, you disgusting.
Hey, to his benefit, they were much better back when he was in school. To his benefit.
Okay.
They beat us.
They
beat us. So
Danny Jones?
Hey, what middle school was like?
I went to
Touchdown.
Crowley Middle
Oh,
School. I went to
Jesus.
Crowley Middle School.
Like, golly.
Oh my goodness!
Right. Yeah, I went to Crowley Middle School though. I didn't go to Everman Middle School. I went to North Crowley in 8th grade and 9th grade.
He got him again. Thank you, son.
I got to give him something, man. The kid is over here drowning.
Drowning.
That's his fastest
You ain't doing
receiver.
nothing, bro. You just beat me off. I just gotta stop you on defense. That's it. I can score.
I'm just beating
I
you on
figure out what you
offense.
did now. I can score. I done figured out what you did now.
I'm
You
just
sending
beating you
everybody.
on offense.
Like he did start the game on 14.
Nah, I don't. I mean, I know what he's doing now.
What I'm doing.
Sending everybody.
So I'm beating you on defense.
I said you beat me on
It's all
offense,
charging.
and I said I know what you're doing now.
Yeah, so when I went to Everman, we lost the game before state. I don't know.
What was
the
this?
team.
What year?
2008.
Oh,
We
yeah.
lost to Highland Park. Highland Park played.
That boy said, "Oh, he."
Highland Park played.
I ain't even going.
Who was it? Gilbert.
Oh yeah, we
Like
lost.
Travis.
We lost 2 games before state.
Yeah. See, I don't know.
Oh no. Never mind.
You all right?
Yeah, you
I'm good.
sound like you pulled a
I'm
hammy.
good. I'm good.
Sound like he in his room by himself.
Oh my goodness.
Ugh.
Yeah. So speaking, you said you was kind of famous on our platforms. Do you feel like that plays a factor in what you'll do in high school? Like maybe the coaches pay attention to that?
Not at all. Like I said, it's cool what you say you can do, but if you can't, like in high school, you can't beat the man in front of you. They gonna put him there, and you gonna be another player.
So like a baby grunt, like
Man, he like everything. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna hate on the man. He look good on the internet, but you gotta look at it, bro. Like look who he playing against.
God, them good Lord, that D tackle fast.
in the mud. That boy out of there.
Like if he came to this Texas Sport League, if he was a running back, he wouldn't get a yard, or he wouldn't be bullying the kids that he doing now. But I ain't gonna. I salute you. You doing what you supposed to do.
So if you could go back and play Pee Wee.
Yeah, Trey Wiseman.
Oh my god.
God,
He just
damn.
standing there, bro.
God.
No, did you see the D tackle
There's
just
no
standing there
way.
and mirror the quarterback? the
Love
D
that here.
the D tackle mirrored the quarterback. He didn't even go tackle him.
So if you could go back in middle school, in Pee Wee, and would you change leagues? Would you stay in Texas sports? Would you play against the top competition in the nation, or would you just have fun?
I'd be having fun.
You go crib it? Dang, he jumped in. Oh yeah, that's to the crib, to the apartments.
I got to give him something.
If he get caught,
Nah, he
I
not,
might
bro.
quit.
So you say you just go, you asked to go out to a different league or what?
Nah, I'll stay in Texas sports. Cause another
You said,
league, you
you
ain't
said
get
where the
no
best
work.
compete, huh?
Yeah.
It's pretty much the only league you getting work. Big 12. I don't even know why they made that a league. That is,
So as he gets these highlights up, so he probably gonna show the highlights with AJ Greene. So how did that come about, bro?
like what you mean?
How'd you get on a AJ Greene video, bro? Like,
Well, we was in Dallas at first, and then my team had finished playing, and we just blew everybody out the water. We just pushed everybody around by 30 every game. So we won that championship. And I guess he came later to watch the little kids play. And then we was playing like a shadow boxing game. And then I beat him in that, and I took like the soul hoodie that he always be wearing. I took that up off him, and then after that, he followed me, and then he texted me. He actually texted me first. I forgot what he said, but he texted me, and I told him, I said, come to Vegas. Like, I don't know when it was. I told him to come to Vegas to watch me play, so I didn't think he was going to come. But whenever we first got there, it was like 11 or 12. I seen like the dude that he always be with, Bricks. He was there, but AJ Greene wasn't there. And then whenever I walked in the door, I walked past Bricks and he stopped me. He was like, "What's up, Jay?" And I was like, "What's up?" And then After that, he left. Right after our first game, he watched our first game. He left. That first game, I scored like 3-4 touchdowns. He left. He was gonna get AJ Greene for the second game. And I don't know why he did that. We got demolished the second game, 28-6, and I was the only 28-7. I was the only one that scored, and then I had that catch in the back end.
So do you still talk to AJ like every once in a while? Or what?
Yeah, we still talk, but you know,
He's busy.
What's it like? I guess knowing that AJ Greene, you know, he kind of famous on YouTube. It's just like y'all close friends, or y'all, you know, he just pop up every once in a while.
I mean, we talk here and there. We ain't like close friends. You know, he be having other stuff to do. You know. But I mean, I appreciate him for putting me on his platform. So
How many followers
give me
you
more
sitting at on
looks.
Instagram now?
Hmm?
How many followers you sitting at Instagram now?
Stop touching the mic.
3,000 something.
3,000.
How many did you have before the video?
Oh, before this, before the video, I had like 1,000. Whenever after this video, I gained like 2,000 more. I didn't really blow up like y'all think I was gonna.
I mean,
In the city you did.
I think it's kind of weird, somebody follow a kid though. I think if you was like Isaiah, you'd have blew up like higher in high school.
High school. But I mean, it's not the same at the games, because I've been at games with you, and you know, kids come up to you, ask you for your autograph, ask you for pictures, maybe even just a shadow box.
Mm-hmm.
What that's feeling like?
Well, it kind of meant something to me last time. I mean, like back then, it kind of meant something to me, but like now, I mean, it's still cool, but I don't really.
You don't feel like it's deserved?
Not necessarily that. I just don't.
It don't get you nothing.
Nah, not at all. Cause I mean, this is entertaining kids. I mean, I'm not saying like adults or anything and not watching it, but this just to entertain kids, and them just doing that. I mean, it's a blessing, but it don't really get me nowhere. That I want to be.
Yeah.
It don't get.
So you saying you rather scouts do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I remember, I don't know, I forgot who we was playing. We was in a handshake line, and some kids came up to me. Is that Jae White?
Yeah.
I said, boy.
That was B1.
Oh, it
That was
was.
B1. 11U year.
Is that Jae White? I said, boy.
Or not 11U. That was last. It was last.
No, it was 11U. It
12.
was 11U. It came out 11U.
Well, nah, he would have been 12.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it came after that. Yeah.
Mm. So, like, what is this you playing? Like, what 5v5?
It was like a national tournament.
This is
Like
the
teams
Vegas
from
tournament, right?
Mexico. We won one of these before. Like we played teams from Mexico, Miami, Cincinnati.
Who you playing with, Blitz?
Yeah, that team is from Vegas that we playing against now. We played against some teams from Vermont, Vegas, California. Some more teams from Dallas and Hawaii.
Would you rather play this, or do you like 7-on-7 better?
I like 7-on-7 more because like, it got more competition. This, I mean, it got competition in it, but to an extent, like you won't meet like if you the best receiver, you ain't gonna meet nobody that just gonna shut you down.
You can manipulate a lot of it too.
Yeah.
Because they actually run the ball right.
And this gets you better, like your hip movement and stuff. But 7-on-7, you know, I mean, it's better to open up, but it's two different games.
It was another kid on your team this game.
Booby?
Yeah, Booby. So what's he like?
Well, I ain't gonna lie. Like his content that he making stuff, that kid work hard. He work hard where he at right now.
Yeah. And he's actually a year younger than you, right?
Yeah, but he use the internet like too much to put itself on. Like I wouldn't say that's a bad thing, but it's a good thing too, because like everything is always internet. Like, you ain't gotta show everybody like what you got on the internet.
Workouts.
Yeah, but they can't work hard.
So it kind of goes with what we talked about with Jemison last week as far as like NIL. Like he's kind of making a brand, you know. Nowadays, you know, y'all can do that. Like when we were growing up, wasn't no brand. Like you didn't, like when you went to college, you basically didn't own your name.
And then what y'all don't see, even with the stuff he does, that's what they do in college.
Yeah.
So like I think when Galen first signed, they sent me a little care package, and the care package was just an email about the NIL stuff and stuff that he had to do on internet wise. So like what Boobie is doing now is actually what he's going to have to do, you know, to get that NIL money when you get to college.
You got to market yourself.
And yeah, on the visit they actually have it's a part of the trip that's just NIL based. Like they teach you everything, what to do, kind of some of the stuff they have. I think John Mateer he's from Frisco. He had a barbecue spot. Well, it's not his barbecue spot, but they sponsor him. And so, kind of like you play with Team Grind, right? Who's y'all sponsor?
Shock
Doctor.
So y'all couldn't wear like rival gloves.
Nah, but man.
Straight. It was Cutters.
Yeah, cutter gloves. Them the worst gloves in the world.
Boy, I told you they love cutters. Eight of them used to love cutters.
Well, Cutters was
They
what they
used to love
was.
cutters.
That's all we had.
They work though. Cutters.
Nah,
I don't like the fit
they-
of cutters, but the grip on them is great. Like,
Cutters
the grip on cutters is great,
Boy,
bro.
no.
But Cutters were all we had then. They wasn't no
No,
different
in the
colors, though.
cutters,
was
they
great.
like get your hands stronger at catching the ball, cause like with other gloves, you know, the stick on them, you snatch it out the air, but with cutters, you really gotta like have strong hands to catch the ball.
Original.
Oh yeah, you don't need no grip boost.
Original.
I hate battle gloves and grip boosts.
You know, I don't like kids practicing in gloves. That's just me. I feel like y'all should learn how to catch with y'all hands, and then maybe
Right.
use the gloves as an accessory in the game. Because a lot of kids now they just want to go up and be Odell. They want to catch the ball with the glove, like you say, and it's a real sticky glove. Just put the hand in there. Ain't that what y'all do?
Yeah.
I'll be practicing with them.
Now you don't. You used to. The social media thing again, like it's just one of them things. I feel like it's kind of what you say. You want the colleges, you want the scouts to be looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if that's what you want to do as a brand, you should get into it a little bit more. You ain't got to show everything, but sometimes they want to see that stuff. Because when you look at a Boobie was always he's been promoted on social media. 5-star kid.
He got scouts looking at him too. He just got an offer not too long ago from Sacramento State, but
Well, no, not that Boobie. I'm talking about the high school.
Big Boobie.
Yeah, DeSoto.
Well, all right. Well, say it again. What you say about him?
I'm saying he's a 5-star, but he had like a lot of different YouTube videos and like people seen him on social media,
You missed the catch.
Yeah.
or even like the Corian Moore, a lot of YouTube, a lot of highlights, or who's another 5-star.
Receiver?
Q. Oh no, Q not 5-star.
But see, what did Q get famous off of?
DeSoto.
Off
DeSoto
YouTube, though,
game.
right?
Yeah, YouTube. Pretty
YouTube,
much.
people seen that clip and it just went crazy. Everybody wanted a piece of him after that. So like I say, social media can play a part, but that's one of the positive things that y'all have now that we didn't have back in the day.
Yeah.
Now we ain't no kids over at Timberview.
Shit, look, they didn't have to put the little disc in the in the slot to burn your highlights.
Man, nah, they getting it straight off the video.
Yeah, I got highlights from Little League on VHS. Only way you knew other kids is like if you looked in the paper and saw them like that's how I knew Sergio Kendall. Like I used to look in the paper and Sergio Kendall would have 4 rushing touchdowns and 8 sacks. Like
Nah, we knew kids from neighborhoods.
yeah.
If they wasn't from Fort Worth, we ain't really know them. I ain't no kids that went to Timberview. We played against them, I ain't know kids that went to Highland Park.
He knew us.
I ain't know y'all, bro.
He knew us, bro.
We was beefing with Timberview. I went to Timberview one time outside of football, and we almost got jumped.
Yeah.
They should have.
Yeah. South Ag.
South Ag.
South
Don't
Ag.
ever say that again.
Just cause, hey, look, the address is Arlington, but we Mansfield School.
Don't ever say that again.
Yeah.
Embarrassing.
Hey, it's better than trying to get my mom out the suburbs.
Alright, I got what you're saying. Get back into this game, man.
See if he can, you know.
He ain't coming back.
11-point game. It's probably the closest game. Well, yeah, Jimison.
PLP, man. Holy cow.
Nah, Jimison was close. Jimison lost by a touchdown. Remember, he threw a peek at the end.
Uh-huh.
Jimison lost by a
He
touchdown.
lost by 3.
Oh, well.
Oh
Jimison-
my goodness.
Jimison's was worse
That
because he
is
had Oregon.
touchdown, man.
So, getting back into the third quarter, who do you feel like your biggest competition was? I guess we'll say Pee Wee. Who was your biggest competition in Pee Wee? That's all you got right there?
Nah, I'm just taking what you giving me.
Tight. Pause.
Oh my
That was
goodness.
crazy.
Why y'all? Why? It's always Coach T. You've been doing that the whole time. Pause.
I mean, that was crazy, though.
So who you feel like was your biggest competition in Pee Wee?
Fumble.
Come on, bro.
And he scooped in one hand.
That's nasty.
All right, Coach T. That's enough.
My fault. I told you what you need to do. But, you know, I beat him.
Short route. See, listen.
Yeah.
Bro, the short
But-
routes ain't getting open.
What's
I mean, they are, but like you gotta.
17, bro. You gotta do something.
So, like you said, what's your biggest competition you probably that you have played against in Pee Wee?
Mm,
Come on now, we know.
as teams or players.
We'll
we
go
do
team
both.
first, yeah. Go team first.
I say SED.
Okay.
That was like a yearly battle for y'all, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
They kind of
Stop it. You better not say
They
that.
kind of ran Texas sports for a while. I mean, facts are facts.
Your other brother played on that team, though, huh?
Yeah.
Crazy.
He talk a lot of noise to you about that?
What you laughing at? Y'all only won 2 games that whole year, and we won majority of our games. Oh my God.
Jace do got a national.
Jace do got a natty.
One team here. I mean, not here.
And he scored on TU. Get y'all.
Oh, at South Hills.
Yeah, remember he scored.
That was homecoming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Y'all won 2 games the whole year. I don't want to hear nothing.
So, who would you say was like your biggest like competition player wise? Like somebody you played against, you was like, hey, yeah, he's the real deal.
I say Jarvis or
Jairus.
Gavin or somebody like that.
Give me that.
How is he jumping before me? Bro, you got some up this control in this game or something. Because there's no way that's not happening in real life.
Yeah, those are definitely 2 kids that's probably gonna be, big time players, man, when they get to high school. Gavin.
Yeah, Gavin, a freshman this year.
Oh well, where's he
Bro,
at?
this control. Something going on.
Oh,
with
he
this
over there with
game.
Dylan.
He wasn't hurt this year
Yes, he was. His hip.
during the fall.
Yeah.
But that hip thing, it's been a lot of that.
Yeah, he been getting that's been hurt since like Pee Wee though. Then he had surgery on
Well,
his hip.
I'm not talking about just him. Just like it's a lot of like that's a growth thing.
What happened to him in that CCE game when Jamari hit him?
I go to the doctor for my hip.
But y'all got to stretch, bro. So that's one thing too though.
So you talking
I
about
stretch, like, it be growth for me.
that wasn't was that Gavin?
Yeah, that was Gavin.
Oh, when Jamari hurt him.
So I think they went one lineman. They had like a guard. It was a center and a guard.
Mm-hmm.
And we were blitzing. We were regular going across, and Jamari came across. And it was weird because they did like a reverse to the short side of the field. I mean to the guard side of the field. The guard didn't pick up Jamari, and Jamari hit him. Nah, they hit Jamari, put on him. It was different, but that's one of the situations I feel like that's a coaching thing. Like
you put him in a bad situation.
they put him in a terrible situation. But you feel like Gavin and Jairus was your biggest competition going against? Is it just because of the height, or you feel like those are just those kind of kids?
Yeah, that's what I say. Cause, bro, Can you moss me? Not at all. Why did they switch sides?
That's called an audible.
I didn't-
Flip the play.
I know what I'm doing, MJ.
I got you, man.
We got a false start
You didn't have to
on
do
the
that.
offense. So what would you feel like was a pivotal moment in your, I guess we could say Pee Wee career, because I mean you really haven't hit high school yet. That makes you just be like, hey, like this is what I really want to do.
Say it again.
A moment that you felt like this was the sport for you. That made you realize.
We're putting all that air on there. Oh my God!
It's really, bro. MJ,
Hey, what's
shut up.
so crazy
Who
is
is this dude?
that's yeah. And then he catch up Johnny Berry, who won the Jim Thorpe Award, like as the best DB. But yeah, so just a pivotal moment where you just thought like, hey, football is for me. Like this is
That's what I want to finish out with.
I say, whenever I was 7, whenever I was playing up with the other kids, with Balin and them, and I was doing good playing against people that was older than me, so I just pretty much felt like this is what I want to do.
So let's speak to that a little bit, because even now you see kids that only play age pure, or there's the age pure and traditional conversation. You play both, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which one would you say was better, or better prepared you for the next moment? Was it the traditional or was it the age pure?
I say traditional, cause age pure, it didn't. Golly, the age pure, no.
Thing I say about age pure is that if you a good team, you're gonna be a good team every year. So like when SED after that 7U year, they were good 8, 9, 10, 11. Like they gonna be good every year because they got the same kids.
Right.
Versus you look at the Battle Boys now, 8U. Last year was their down year. They were playing older kids. They were good, but they wasn't the best team. This year they'll probably be the best team. But every other year is gonna be some competition there.
Mm-hmm.
And then for me, I just feel like it's always a battle to play against older kids because that's what you want to do in high school anyway.
Yeah.
You have the worst what? What you mean? What year?
This year.
when you play against older kids. I'm talking about 7-on-7. Boy, that's a total different. When the pads on different.
Pads on is different.
The pads different. They had t-shirt short. They
But
can't.
you talking about playing 18U? That's what you want to play in high school, ain't it?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
I don't know.
Hey man, it look good to the department.
I'm
Lord,
trying.
you
So
pray? You go to church?
Of course.
You might want to start praying right now.
so like,
I'm straight.
so we talk about Pee Wee. So middle school. What, like you said, you were saying the biggest difference is they really don't. You feel like they don't teach in middle school. So I know 7th grade you didn't get to play because right you broke your ankle, right? So 8th grade, coming back in 8th grade, did you feel like you were a step ahead of everybody, like, or like how did you feel coming back that 8th grade year after coming off that injury?
Well, 8th grade year, I pretty much felt like whenever I came back, I had a point to prove, like automatically. Like that first day of school, I had a point to prove. Cause whenever we went to the 8th grade year, I had to show that I actually belong.
Yeah.
People in that 7th grade year, coaches.
Didn't
I don't know
believe
if they
you
was
would.
joking or not, but they actually made it seem like I ain't belong. They say he was more worth of a headache than I was, but I didn't really play, so they didn't see how I was. And then, like, that first day of school, I knew I had something to prove, so that first practice to, like, so from the first practice to the end of the year, I had to show, like I'm that. Whoa.
Yeah. You had to show you that guy.
Yeah.
Who was you competing with over there?
I was competing with KB, Rollo, Noah,
This offensively,
Mason,
right?
Trent, and Trey, and none of them was better than me. But they was like a step ahead of me, because like
Because of
I was dealing
the
with
injury.
yeah.
So like, who did y'all? What was y'all's record this year, 8th grade?
We was 7-1.
Who y'all lose to?
We lost to Ted Howard the very first game.
Oh, y'all
It
lost to
was
J
12.
Dog and Jerry.
Yeah.
They couldn't stop Jerry. Huh?
No, we
Boy, Jerry
could.
monster.
We hurt Jerry. Well, it's not really a flex because he played on our team, the Bills.
How you hurt your own teammate?
Like, I was happy at first, but then I really thought about it. I was like, nah, he can't play for the Bills no more.
Oh, is that why he didn't end up playing? Nah, Jerry ended with us.
He ended, but he didn't start.
Oh, okay.
Remember, he didn't start with us.
Playing it wrong.
No, the dude had. Well, yeah, he tried to plant and cut, but he got hit, and then he said he heard something pop.
Yeah,
No, it was his hip.
He didn't play in the preseason with us.
It was his hip.
Yeah, you know Jerry, my nephew, man.
I did not know that.
He got to hurt that nigga.
I didn't hurt him. Somebody else did.
So even back to kind of like the age pure versus traditional thing. Do you feel like the years that you played age pure that you got more out of? Because I know a lot of people say like the competition level. You know, you go battle and you play these different teams in age pure. Do you feel like those battles were tougher than the traditional battles?
For me, I'll say no because I only played 1 year of that. That was my first year of tackle. That was my only year I did that.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I was scared to play tackle football. But, like, we had ended our flag season. We had lost in the playoffs. And then my dad was coaching them on 8U. And he was the best player on the team. My dad put me on the helmet. And I went out there. And I was out there just playing. Then I had knocked the dog out of him. He tried to throw the ball. I came up behind him and lit him up. And I was like, man, I can actually do it.
Playing against those older kids.
So like it seemed like kind of it's a trend for you because I remember when I first coached against y'all, you played up on what 9U or 10U? One of them? Because I didn't have like a 9U or like.
Oh
yeah,
yeah, we didn't have. Yeah, we didn't have our AU,
Yeah,
so
so
I
you
played up on 9U.
That was 2020.
Yeah.
No, in 2019.
2019. Ooh.
And that year, in that year, AU,
That was
I was
that was y'all first year at Texas Sports.
Mm-hmm.
AU. Whenever we start having AU games, I ran track. I was a track kid, so I was killing everybody. But as like,
track kid, we ain't talking about track.
I know,
You killed everybody in what, track?
Football, bro.
yeah, football, mama.
Oh my lord.
I did not mean to throw that. I thought he was running a go route, bro.
So okay, so we talked about that, but I also remember when Kobe and them was on 12U in Oklahoma, and y'all was beating that team so bad, his daddy put him on helmet, shoulder pads on,
I was like,
and just threw him in the game and ran on reverse.
I came from getting a snow cone. He said, Jae White, come here. He said, do you want to run the ball? I said no at first because I was scared. And then he was like, he said, trust me, you ain't going to get touched.
Nah, that team was terrible.
And then it was.
Because Red was at quarterback.
Yeah, I knew I wasn't going to get touched then.
Big Red was at quarterback.
Nobody would deal with Red. But, yeah, it was this dude on their team. He was hurt, and he brought his stuff with him, so I just wore that. The helmet was big, the shoulder pads was
Bro,
big.
it was hilarious.
I didn't even have no knee pads or nothing. I was out there. I had on some jean shorts, and I put the pants over the jean shorts.
Did you score?
Of course.
Yeah, he scored.
The first, I had 2 runs. The first run, I ran to the right, but I had cleats. I had shoes on. So I ran to the right, and I stiff armed the dude. But then when I stepped on him, he kind of like knocked me back. And he knocked me all the way back, but I had slipped when I tried to go up the field. So after that, my dad said,
got the video?
oh, you got it?
Yeah, just send it to me.
I need to see it again.
Nah,
But yeah, I had got knocked back. And then after that, my dad yelled at somebody. I don't know who he yelled at, but he said, man, line up and run the same play. We lined up, and I went untouched. And then after that, everybody started hitting on my helmet. I couldn't even breathe. Everybody was just jumping on me, celebrating,
That's a
hooray,
live moment, man.
hee ha.
That's a
Oh,
live
my
moment.
goodness.
So do you feel like you think that the Pee Wee kind of like makes a lot of friendships for you, makes a lot of relationships, like it builds for you?
Yeah,
Cause I noticed when y'all came, it's like 6 of y'all. You know, your dad keep kids at the house.
yeah.
Would you say that all that happened through football?
Well, yeah, I'll say that.
Because we look at it, at least the kids that I brought up, we look at it like a village. Like, you know, that's my second family.
Right,
Like MJ ain't mine, but he mine. You know.
right.
And I think we look at a lot of y'all like that. You know,
Yeah.
if I'm somewhere and somebody saying something to you out of line, we finna have to fix that. But I feel like that's a good thing for the kids coming up. You know?
Oh my goodness.
I got you, man. I'm running out of bounds for you.
It's a disrespect.
But yeah, just seeing that. What do you think about the? I don't think you answered it fully about offers in high school. If you do or if you don't get them.
Like, what do I think about it?
Yeah.
Well, you always gotta understand that you can't rush nothing. You know,
Can't rush the
you just
process.
gotta you gonna get them. If you shine, you gonna get them. Just make sure you shining on and off the field. Everybody, because there's a lot of athletes out there. They doing good on the field. They ain't doing good in the classroom or good in life. You know, they're killer on the football field. But they get home. They want to run with the thugs. You know, just smoke weed. You know, hang around like bad lifestyle.
Yeah.
But yeah, bad offers.
Yeah.
You know, you can't rush the process. You know, everybody.
And we've seen it actually. Like I don't want to name any of them, but you know, kids that are close to us that have been killers on the field, but kicked out of school, or maybe he fell in class, is not going to school. So it's a trend.
Yeah.
That's the YN trend though, you know.
Yeah. And like,
Oh.
and don't get me wrong, like if you hang around, like if you grow up in a bad environment, it's not bad for you. You just know, you just gotta have like your self-control, your self-awareness, it's like, and your self-discipline to know, like, don't do that stuff. Even, especially if you ain't got nobody to guide you.
Yeah.
And I
Like,
think
you gotta.
I think that's the biggest like I wouldn't say disappointment for us. Is just like I can see it, like the kids that do that have nobody in their life in their corner. It's just bad when like you got everything in your corner, bro. Like if you need something to ask us and we give it to you, and then you go out and you know what I'm saying smoke weed, get in trouble. Like bro, come on. Like that. I think that's the worst part about it.
Yeah, they see social media and they want to be who they want to be. They want to be their own people.
Yeah, and it's just good that you had that mindset of working. You know, me and Amo know your dad, and we know how he is with you, and we're both of y'all. And, you know, y'all work, man. He posted on social media. He got y'all out there working. You know, and it's and it's that's what it takes. Like it takes that. It takes that extra you know move. If you ever listen to like a lot of those NFL players, man, they'll say that, man, my dad had me up at 6 a.m. doing it. And it's because that's just how it is. It teaches you that discipline. Because not only in life, you got to be like that too. Man, we got to wake up early and go to work.
Nah, for real.
It's like, it ain't just football. Dude,
So
gotta get up.
speaking of dad,
What is he doing?
Touchdown.
he's getting done. Speaking of dad, who I guess you've had different coaches, right?
Mm-hmm.
So who would you say your favorite coach was coming up? All the way from 5 to now.
Well, I'm gonna say my coach, my first ever coach, Coach Polo. He was my
Dang,
favorite.
Polo coached you on flag? God, dog.
He my first 2 years. As soon as I got to the Bills,
Oh, he was with the Bills
Yeah.
coaching.
we got there, cause he taught me discipline. Like as soon as I got there, day one. Cause sometimes whenever my very first practice, I wanted to quit. I ain't want to be there.
Yeah.
Cause it was hard, but he ain't let me quit. And
So you said that's probably one of the most inspirational coaches because he kept you in it.
yeah, and also like on the team, like he didn't let us wear pretty mouthpiece, gloves. Nah, we never wear gloves. He never let us wear gloves.
Even in games.
Never in games. He would never let us wear gloves unless it was cold outside.
Boy's 5, 6 years old.
Couldn't even fit the gloves.
Yeah.
Somebody come out there with gloves. He take them right from him. They don't even try.
And so the inspiration came from basically what you're saying is it came from him keeping you in football.
Yeah.
What about you, Isaiah? Let's talk about a little bit about that. Who would you say your favorite coach was?
My favorite coach was my dad. Him and Coach Lacey. Like, they really got me better when I was like 9. We was cold that year. Like, that team would probably stay together.
A lot of people don't know this, but Isaiah was a lineman in Pee Wee.
Yeah, we was cold.
Like, that's what's crazy, bro. Bro was a lineman, now he a safety. Like, it's just...
It changes, though.
Yeah. Man, man, I don't know if he noticed. Me and his dad talk all the time, but we was talking about his freshman year, going to his freshman year, man, at Mansfield. Bro was like all world, bro. Like, bro was returning kicks, like making tackles, like playing running back, like, and we just looking like, bro won best old lineman last year. like what? Like, nah, man. It just shows, man, like the work that he put in. And to get better, and just like you say, it clicked for him. It's one of those things where we've talked about Amo, like they get it, like they understand like what needs to be done. Like he gets it, man. He understands what needs to be done. He loves ball, man.
But that's why it's a couple of people like position wise that I say you can't really judge your Pee Wee position off what you're gonna do in high school.
Right.
And I think we had 2 of those now with Isaiah, one with Galen, where you don't play the same position you did. I say Galen always played running back and quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Now you play safety. You play lineman. Now you play safety. It's actually a quarterback in the league last year for the Bengals who played lineman in high school, and he's NFL quarterback now.
Shoot, Lane Johnson.
Yeah, Lane Johnson.
Lane Johnson for the Eagles. He played quarterback in college.
He played quarterback, and now he played lineman.
Wow, I ain't gonna score.
That's all right, man.
Terrible.
My dad was just mentored me. He helped me a lot.
This controller is
I grow
out of line. I should have had one of these.
I grow as a man, a young man, as a person. I used to get in trouble in school when I was little, but he always just kept working with me and keep me out of trouble. And one of my ways to get out of trouble was football. So if I got in trouble, I couldn't play football.
So they motivate you.
Play, so.
Yeah.
Motivate you in the classroom.
Yeah.
So how your grades, man? How your grades?
Well, we ain't got no grades this 6 weeks yet, but my last week.
That sound like a daddy answer. We ain't got no
No,
grades.
I'm saying.
Mama, they ain't sent the report card home yet.
No, I'm saying like we just finished the 6 weeks, so I had A's and B's. I had, I can't remember. I had an 89, 96, 92.
I know Joe don't like the 89.
I don't. I mean, if it's A's and B's, if it ain't lower than the 82, then I'm good.
85.
He said 82, but for him, he get all A's.
Well, he in high school, so he got to be more on the up and up.
I had A's and B's. I don't remember.
So what are your goals as far as football? You want to just play in college, or you want to go further than that?
Well, I want to go, like, as far as I can go with my journey, yeah. Because I don't just want to, I don't want to set a goal and like not reach my goal. And even if I reach my goal, that don't mean you just fail in life. Because football ain't the only way. That's what other people don't really understand. They think the only way out is football.
Well, that's
which is a good thing, but a bad thing.
Kind of successful where he is, because he don't really use football. They use it for social media, but he said Baby Gronk may not play in high school, or if he do, it ain't gonna be, the Duncanvilles, the DeSoto.
And I kind of learned that from my brother, my oldest brother, Trey. He went to Texas State, played. He really. Him with football, he ain't go to the NFL, but like with his journey, he pretty much like he ain't have a choice but to like let go of football because you know he was like his mind was so focused on being successful. Like after he was done with football, he ain't even worried about football no more. He graduated college. He graduated high school, top of his class. College, top of his class. After he graduated high school, he just owned different businesses. You know, he rap now. There ain't too many rappers that graduated high school.
That's the one that we heard the song at the True Buzz tournament.
Mm-hmm. Trey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ain't too many rappers graduated high school or college. So he rap. He
Signed a Def Jam.
signed to Def Jam. He rap. He own foster care. He an engineer. He do a lot. He just
make money.
like he millionaire, billionaire.
Successful. That's really all
Yeah,
you can say.
yeah.
He's successful.
And like him, and that's like important to me because like he's basically like showing an example. Like you don't got to like football ain't the only way of life. Like, you
It's
can
a
be
stepping
rich.
stone.
You can be richer than a football player. You can't just use football as your way out.
So I'm gonna say football players really ain't that rich.
Yep.
You
It's
see,
only a handful of them that's making that big time money.
Justin Blackman was supposed to be one of the
Man,
biggest receivers in the league at one point.
now you look like me.
That boy bum.
Alcoholism.
Yeah, so I mean, it's ways to get around it. Like I say, I know two examples for sure. My brother, he was in the league. He got hurt. He was doing the Canada after he came back from injury, but he didn't want to be away from his family, and so cut that. And then there's another one, Antoine Blake. I went to UTEP with him. Was having a successful career. He's played cornerback. I think the last place he played at was the Giants. He retired at like 29. He just retired. Wasn't hurt, nothing. He just done with football. He got a successful career now. He rebuilt cars, got a clothing line, like living life. So it's kind of like what you say. It's
Take that step to walk away.
yeah.
Use football as a stepping stone. Use it until you can't no more. You know, because a lot of people say you're going to build those connections. You're going to build those relationships with people. You know, a lot of people, like I said, you're going to meet people. You know, you're going to meet wealthy people, other businesses. Like you say, you want to be in real estate. Man, you can, if you go to football, boom, you may play at college with a guy that's going to the NFL. Boom, boom. Now you can be his real estate agent.
Yeah.
You know, so always keep an open mind. You know, so Isaiah, what's your goals going into next year, man? Because you've already you played varsity as a sophomore. So what's next?
I want to like develop more as a player, like fix all the little things and get better. Like as a player to where I can like guard more, I can feel more comfortable, and then I can read to a better feel, get a better feel with routes and stuff. But I really want to get more offers. I want to win a state championship. That's one. And I'm really trying to just earn a spot. So what I got them first, like against some big comp teams like Duncanville, North Shore teams like that, Longview. So
Okay.
I can do against dudes like them.
So normally what we do at this point is it's kind of like the overtime period. We normally ask like what stuff you would change if you ever wanted to quit, a message, anything like that. You being a younger kid, I feel like it's some of that stuff may not be there for you just yet. So what we want to do in this moment is talk about some moments that we all know and kind of can reflect on. State championship. TCU versus the Bills.
Oh my goodness.
What's your mindset going into that game, man?
Going to the game, I was just thinking.
Because y'all had already lost earlier that year in a tight game.
I know. I was thinking to myself, I was like, this is my first time playing them, and if I go out there and win, show them that we should have won the first one. But no,
I'm really looking at you
things
kind of
ain't
crazy
go as
right now.
planned.
You said what?
Things ain't go as planned. First quarter, beginning of the game, y'all got that little recovery. No.
Nah, we got the onside.
Nah, they keep the
Onside
onside.
kick,
Got the
onside
onside.
kick.
Yeah, we kick onside kick at the gate.
From the jump, I knew it was gonna be a tough game. So I turned it on early, pretty much. But y'all ain't really run my way, even though I was in safety, because it was two safeties. I don't know who the other safety was, but y'all ain't really run my way. So
Ran up the middle a lot though.
yeah, and whenever y'all got to me, I killed y'all running back. Oh, first play of the game, y'all tried to throw a post route, and I actually lit up off of him. I don't know why I did. I should wouldn't gone.
Oh, yeah, you got a flag for that too.
Yeah.
Oh, MJ?
He got a
He
flag.
dived for that ball. As soon as he dived,
Yeah, he got a flag for that.
felt the hit. He didn't even want to get up.
I still scored.
After
You scored that play?
No, I scored that.
Yeah, only something about that play.
Then after that, y'all got that tip touchdown. I don't know how that. I thought that was gonna be a pick.
Bro, it should have been a pick. But, you know.
But yeah, after that, y'all got the other onside kick recovery. It's like, bro,
Started out
like, you gotta
14-0.
wake up. Yeah, y'all did.
I did the trick play.
They did score first play offense. though.
Yeah.
Trick play though.
They
What?
did.
Then after y'all scored that one, I was like,
Yeah, I scored before it happened.
okay, we should be alright if we don't panic. So we made that little touchdown.
Now we got
I was
a.
like,
That's what I said.
alright.
Yeah, we got pick 6. It was 14-14.
Mm-hmm.
It was
We got
14-14.
that, and
Trent,
we
once
got a
again,
pick.
remember Trent caught a pick against him in the first game.
Yeah. Nah, it was hurt.
No,
No,
Trent
it
caught a
was
pick.
Hurt caught a pick
Hurt,
too.
Hurt got a fumble, 2 fumbles.
Isaiah tried
Well, it technically wasn't a fumble. He tried to throw it, and then like the ball was in the air, and
Yeah.
then
It
Hercules
was
caught it
basically a
and ran it
pick.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trent picked him off and ran it back. So it
Damn.
made 14-14. Then y'all came back and
Halftime touchdown.
Jamaica, we told Jamaica he was gonna throw deep, and he went
He
deep.
just like he didn't even know what he was doing. I told Jamaica, I said, bro, this is the last play, and they way back here. Only thing they got to do is go deep. I told him to backpedal. I don't know what he did, but somebody ran a go route. I took that, and then a post route. I don't know if it was open or was he just lost. Was he open or was he lost?
Yeah, on MJ is wide open.
And like
Safety didn't go with him at all.
that really like deflated. Like that really deflated the
That
team.
play.
Yeah, because like we was all right, cool. We in the game, and then boom, like,
That
oh
happened.
my lord,
That's
like,
I want to say that was 3rd or 4th down too.
bro, it was only like 5 seconds left in the half too, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
And then after that, y'all started like, y'all
running
just
the
kept
ball
scoring.
now, though.
Y'all kept scoring, and then I had like 2 more good hits whenever y'all came back there to me.
Now,
So
when
like
you-
the third quarter,
hit
y'all
Big J.
up, huh?
You ain't hit Big J.
I did hit Big J.
When Jay was running,
I hit him.
you hit him. Who?
Well, Hercules hit him,
I
but
better say you didn't make him fall. Everybody hit him, and then nobody make him fall.
I hit him and I got trampled by
Look,
like a
it was
group.
a good game, man. Hey, it was.
I wasn't
Yeah,
finished.
once I was better than
I wasn't
No.
finished. So
No.
like
We can
third-
move on, man. We can move on. T get kind of hurt by these things. But you know, it is what it is. Y'all do y'all thing. GG's.
Man, do this after so I take these off, man.
But again, man, as we close out, is there any message you want to give? You know, for the future, Jae White's of Pee Wee football, or the future, you know, any people coming up.
I mean, you say you want to do something, you start a journey, might as well go and finish it. If you don't finish it, don't forget that ain't the end of the world. So the ways to be successful out here.
You want to shout your brother out and his music going?
Shout out Trey Haggerty, YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, anything. Shout him out too. Shout out to him.
This guy back here.
knucklehead.
So yeah, man. Appreciate you for coming out, man. Appreciate Isaiah for coming out. Appreciate your family for being good people, man. Love all y'all. But why you looking at me like that, dog?
We waiting for you to close out.
So until next time, stay connected, stay inspired. Always sports, always talk, always
Plugged in.
That's just it. Plug.
Hey, by the way, Jay got killed 51-22.
Man, that controller something. I swear that's not how I play, bro.
I've been in this way before a rap song. Kicking it, don't ever get the facts wrong. Mic check, level right, pack strong. Talking like I got a couple stacks on me. That's just cause I'm plugged.